Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about 5 things that I dislike or would change about my 2020 MacBook Air. Starting with number 1, no MagSafe. The new way to charge your MacBook is with the USB-C charging port. And while that's fast and can allow data transfer at the same time, I'd really prefer they bring back the tried and true MagSafe. This is a 2012 boat anchor of a MacBook Pro. I love the MagSafe. Being able to pick up your computer and just walk away from your desk is just wonderful. Also, tripping over the cord doesn't destroy the computer. Try plugging in your USB-C charger to the side of your MacBook and tripping over the cord as you walk away from your desk. Let me know how your new MacBook takes that spill. I actually hear they're bringing back MagSafe for 2021, and that's the classic case of Apple taking away a feature and then reintroducing it and calling it a new feature. Come on, Apple, let's get it together. Number 2, no SD card reader. On the new Macs, you get 2 USB-C ports here, and you get a single headphone jack. They really could include the SD card reader right here. Perfect spot for it. If you want to read an SD card with your MacBook, you need a dongle. Speaking of dongles, I highly recommend the new Anker super compact SD card reader. I'll show it on screen and I'll put a link in the description below. It's only 12 bucks, so you can't go wrong. Anker's probably one of my favorite brands for charging and accessories for Apple products. Number 3, no keyboard brightness with the buttons. On the old Macs, let's bring up the boat anchor again. You get the dedicated buttons to change the brightness of the keyboard, and I really like that feature. On the new MacBook, however, they replaced those buttons with the Do Not Disturb button, which I'm probably never going to use in my life, the dictation button, which I'll probably use sometimes, the spotlight button, which I'll probably use sometimes, and then this launchpad button, which I never use ever. So if they remove the Do Not Disturb button and this launchpad button, slide these 2 buttons to the left and then put the keyboard brightness controls right here, that'd be great. Currently, if you want to change the brightness of your keyboard, you either have to create a shortcut in the menu bar at the top here and change the brightness this way, or you can click here and then click on keyboard brightness and change it here. It's just a bunch of extra steps when they could have just left the 2 buttons to change your keyboard brightness. Number 4, no battery indicator. If you want to check the status of your battery on the new MacBook, you got to open up the laptop and then take a peek at the battery icon at the top of the screen. On the old MacBooks, if you want to check your battery status, all you have to do is tap this button on the side and you get a nice LED light up display of your current battery status. I really think they could implement something like that on the new MacBooks. How hard would it be to put a couple LEDs on the side of the MacBook or even right here on the front? It'd be super sleek to include those LEDs right here, so when you're sitting looking at your MacBook, you can take a quick peek at your battery. I know the battery life's great on these, but I really hate having to open up my laptop right before I run out the door just to check the battery life. If it was something you could easily check on the side, it'd be much quicker to grab your MacBook, check the battery life, and decide, do I need to take that charger or do I have enough battery to last me for my outing? Number 5, could we really not get another USB-C port? I mean, we get 2, literally 2 ports. They could add a third here easily, and they could even add one over here. If you're not going to give us an SD card reader, then at least give us another USB-C port. That way we can plug in our card reader here and charge and run our dock accessories on this side. I really think they could have added a couple more ports to this MacBook. Here's a bonus item. Does anybody miss the classic light up Apple logo? I sure do. One of my favorite things about these old MacBooks is the fact that when you change the brightness of the backlight, the Apple logo dims. I really like the light up Apple logo, and I understand with how thin this thing is. I mean, the screen literally almost disappears when you stand it up right in front of the camera. Look at that, you can barely even tell that's there. I understand that it'd be hard to make a light up display with such a thin screen here, but I really think it's cool and I wish they'd bring it back. There you go, there's 5 things I dislike or would change about my 2020 MacBook Air. Thanks for watching, please like, thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for future content.